With the end comes the beginning. Now, hopefully I can remember, because I ended the video just in case for some reason that it wouldn't upload and I couldn't upload it and I would lose it and I would be totally frustrated. It would be eating me up inside. We boil inside. How do we control our vibration? How does it react? How do we control it? How do we use it? How do we use our brains? What does our brains do? Wouldn't it be, what would it be? Oh yes, I know. It's like this, like we're Pinocchios. We pull the strings all the time, right? And it's a crankshaft. It's a crankshaft. Keep the motor running, get out on the highway. So anyways, okay, we're gonna start this video with this. Before we begin from the end of the last video and go back to the last video, I want to sing you a song. Sitting on a park bench, dum, dum. Let me see, I don't want you to see my address. Everybody probably knows where it is. Let me see that. Everybody knows my name by now, right? But, you see, I got a ticket, right? 3128-13373. Now, if I combine these two, it becomes a 1. But it's 10, 16, 17, 25, 26, 27, 28, 31. And that's the total of everything together. So, and it says, ayant été présent dans un parc lorsque ce dernier est fermé. I was in the park, and the park is closed after midnight. Parc La Fontaine, and I got a 12 by 12 ticket. Okay, a week, in fact, I don't even think it's signed. I should go get my money back. Oh, no, I got it. And the name of the person was, the one person who gave me the ticket was B-R-A-T-S, R. And it was on, it looks like, it was, in fact, it says 1 o'clock in the morning. And it was on the 8th of 2007 or 2008. I can't figure it out. But anyways, sitting on a park bench, got a ticket. Went back to the park a week later, and I got stopped again. Me and my friend, we just saw it. We pinpointed them and followed them and followed them and followed them and followed them and whew, stopped right in front. What are you drinking there, boy? Hey, sir, I got some orange juice and some Gatorade. Well, let me see that, boy. But sir, they're closed. They haven't been opened yet. You can see the seal hasn't been broken. Turns it and looks at it. He says, okay. He says, you know, you can't be in the park past 11 o'clock. I'm going, what? I says, I got a ticket already. It said 12. He says, well, it's close to 12. Says you can't be in the park. Anyways, not happy with this video. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it. Okay, let's get back to, I'm gonna just skip over the first 3 minutes. So please tell me it's plugged in. Oh, it's not plugged in. Oh, come on. Where are you plugged? Oy, where's the plug? Oh, it's down here on the floor. Down here on the floor. So I got to unplug this where nothing. Oh, my phone was plugged. Now it's not. Okay. There. Oh, that's not the right one. Oh, it's off. Oh, didn't. Oh, no, that was that light. Oh, boy. Looks like it's going to be a long night, eh? Very happy to be here. Very happy to be here. I know it's not live, but so this is this. It goes around and it comes to here and I plug it in. Okay. Okay, now we're going to go back to, I said 6 and 9, 3 times 3, what is 6 and 9? Well, there's another way to do it. We can go 6, and then we can go 9. Now, you can either say we're leaving a left-hand corner over. What I'm saying is when we, the two of them, if I just go 9 over 6, I leave open this corner over here. But if I go 6
over 9, let me do it with the red pen. If I go 6, and this is the minimum design, right? This part, well, looks like a B, but if I go 6 over 9, I'm leaving over the top right corner. So you see what this this situation is, what I'm creating. Now, what am I creating for? I don't know. I don't know, but I need to create. We need to create to understand everything, every piece and part of what is area space. Let me see if I can fix this. No, let me see this and then the focus. Maybe I need a little bit more light. Maybe the light is no good. The kind of light I have is no good. Maybe that's better. Let's see. No, I'm not getting a good. Something's off. I don't know. It's never the same. Never the same. Maybe it's too high. Maybe it should be lower. Maybe it should be like that. Maybe that'll make it clear. Yeah. So so this is 6 and 9. Okay. And there's other ways to do it, but this one is 404, where this one will be 414. You see, the 04 means you need to, in order to get inside of here, this is the only way to get through here. Okay? And you encompass, okay, what is impartial to all, and you've moved your cube into this rotation, into this angle. And when you move this cube into this angle, okay, don't forget you're going to be going down here and going down here, to where before you were going up here, right? And you see this over here, this corner here and this corner here, right? You think this is the way we should be going, right? But the actuality is we're supposed to continue along the box, okay? We're supposed to continue along the box, okay? And then when this box comes on the inside, we would have to be continuing along the box this way. I know there's a lot of lines in here, and it's showing you that there's a passage right through when you continue the artwork inside of that. I don't know if, can you see it? Can you see it? So now what we're going to get to, and from the last video, I'm going to have to mark it at 7 minutes to where we ended to start, and not all this BS I'm going through right now. We just had a visitor show up. I gave her a nice little haircut. Hey, Skinny? Okay, so what this is this is 5 and this is 7. This is 12. This is 13. This is 12. Okay? Okay, so this is, okay. Now, why is this number 7? First of all, I just want to show you that the reason I did it this way, okay, is because here's the 1, here's the 2, okay? And in fact, this one, right, the 2, we can do this to it. I'm not sure if I should have did that, which means this is in one house. There's an empty house over here of 2 spaces, and this, whoop, wrong. This is wrong. It had to be 3 high. I shouldn't have done this. We're not into this, and I don't know where my eraser stuff is. God, okay, God. You came in the way. Did you lie on it? Oh, please, where is it? Where is it? Where is it in here somewhere? No, I can't find it. Okay, this page is a mess. Let me just move on, okay? We spoke about the rooster. TER, okay, happens to be red. This is going to be red, as well as its ret. This is a 5D world. It is the ED world. It is the 5D world. 5D. This equals to 20 and 9. It is the birth inside the sun and is the passage of the fox and the rooster. And the rooster is a crow. How many in a row? It is gold. It is Venus, heavens of Mars, and this one is not this one. This one here, okay, is A, B, C, D. This one over here is A and E. The reason I split them up is because in French, okay, in French, they separate starting at 17, 18, and 19. In the English language, okay, and don't forget there was a war between these languages, the English and the French. And when there's a war, the people at war, they learn, okay, two languages. They mix two languages. And that has to do with the Germans, the Jews, and a few other wars all over the world. This one just reminds me of where the 7 and 10 come back to where the gateway comes back in germination of I, creation of AI, right over here in Jews. 10 and 5. 10 and 5. 1 times 5, 2 times 5. 1 times 5 right, 1 times 5 left. And the sons, they join. They join the house. And here we come into the diamond house. The house of the spore, the spade. Into the house we go. The delta angle. We split the house. Fold them at the elbows.
If you desire to know the truth, then you must desire to search out. And search out. Will it take 1 day? Will it take 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, 10 years, 20 years? Well, here I am 17 years later, May 2005, and beyond, even before I began. I have collective knowledge over time, and so does every one of us, and you. Give me 1 second, I have to get something to drink. So I'm going to put the camera back down and explain to you what it is for the rooster. R and O is the 18th and 15th letter. Number 81 represents Venus. The reason it represents Venus, I have to do this, the work, as a student of the Creator. I was given all the tools an artist needs in order to create. If you're an English teacher, you are an English artist. If you're a math teacher, you're a math artist. If we were given by the Creator all the tools, then we have to learn on our own. And on our own, we learn from each other. And as creators, the basic reality and truth is to learn to understand each other. As human beings, as a human to an animal, as a human all alone, to respect their area space. What I believe now, what is coming on through our singular moon, Luna, is that our moon is bisexual. And it takes a singular area space in order for each individual, one of each of the sexes apparently that we are supposed to be representing on this planet. A representation of being able to create with inside what is the woman representing the earth. And from what comes in the spirit is the male, the water, something to do with the water. 1 is the Creator, and 2 is what thy creates with. Thy is because it is triangular. To what effect? With 1 and 1, you create 3. You create 1, you join 1 and 1 to create a third. So what was 1 and 1 in its own life, Mother Earth, with all its own ingredients to be chaotic in the universe? Is it the energy that is the male and the matter is the female? I don't know. I had something in my mind, but I lost the trend of thought. That's okay. Maybe I don't know the answer. Maybe I was in the roadway of thinking I did know it and avoided it. Or maybe I was stopped on my way. So what is the fox rooster? The word fox, okay, is number 45. And I'm not sure if you can remember to the last video, but I'm going to talk to you first and then I'm going to redo it if I can remember. But now I was talking about rooster. So the letter R, the design of the letter R is a 1 and a 2. The 2 can also be mistaken, okay, if needed to be drawn in a single square as a Z. Sometimes, and I can understand myself, I've seen it, that the letter N also looks like a number 2. But now we have to turn the paper over 90 degrees. So that's telling me between here and here, 90 degrees is known to be a birth. 180 degrees means to be on the other side of the 7th gate divided by the 90-degree mark. By the 90-degree mark. Now, why I say we needed to be what's going on right now and why they're talking about the gender issues, okay, or is that gentle issues? Well, anyways, is because we're coming back to where we must turn the key back into time, the birth time. And you can do whatever you want in a certain period of time. And now we're coming back to that end. And our moon, Luna, in which was Phobos and Deimos, came together, passage out through Luna, and split the birth. But what about the animals and the mammals, etc.? Why did certain animals go extinct? Now, if we go back to astrology, okay, and what is astrology, you know, and I'm just going to put the whole package, astrology, the placement of the planets. You want to talk, I don't know too much about this, the zodiac, and then the etc., etc. And it's like a pinball thing that's going on out there. All kinds of gears out there. Like the moon is 2,160 miles. Kilometers is 3,476. 776. And it's marked out in the roulette wheel as well as 1776. I don't have a roulette wheel with me right now. Yeah, I do. And I think it's marked out there. Is this the 000? 1776 in the gateway of DC of the light. Between the gateway and creation. The 7th gate in Venus. Earth and Mars come together to where what is 12, 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 is 3 and 2. So 3 and 2 are always connected together. And it's inside the sun. 5 and 4, 9, 3 and 2, 5. 5 and 4, 9, 3 and 2, 5. 5 and 4, 9, 3 and 2, 5. It doesn't lie. It does not lie. I did not make these. I will show you. On one side is 3. That means, look, I'm going to block the 2 and 4. 2 and 5. And I'm going to turn on the other side. It's a 4. They're all 7. 6. I'm going to hold this side. So you know that when I turn the 6 around, okay, then when I turn the 6 around to the opposite side, it's going to be a 1. So you know there's a, whoop, where's the camera? 4. And there's a 3. To where there's a 5 and a 2. Doesn't lie. So where was I? Where did these numbers come from? I gotta look where that 3 and 2 and 5 and 4 came from. All right, 5 and 9. That's what we were talking about. I was also talking about Rooster, and double zeros is talking about Mars, moons, Phobos, and Deimos, not the Earth moon, which is the single zero that is inside the crow, and not the rooster or the fox and the rooster to the single zero, where F is the sixth letter and O is the 15th letter. 1 plus 5 equals the 6, and the X is the 24th letter. Now, their 24th letter, 2 and 4 equals to 6. By the way, X is that gateway between W and X. There's a big difference. Even though the reason for this, it's a polarity gateway. Although the W is the 23rd letter and the X is the 24th letter, equaling to 47, and that is time. Remember, I'm just trying to remember something myself. It has to do with me. Yes, me. Time is the IT me. It is the bring me to the gateway of 5D. I am the 5D. But what about the rest of me? 5D, 10D, 15D, 20D, 25D, 30D, 35D, 40D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 45D, 50D, 55D, 60D. And I'm going to stop there for a minute. That's a 60 seconds on the clock. And that is 12 times 5 equals 260. But that's basketball. We need 65D, we need 70D, and we need 75D. At 75D, 15 times 5 equals to 75.
D, okay, or dime. You notice we went from here to here? Well, I want to ask you a question. How do you say this word? Are you looking for a letter or a ladder? You have a ladder? I got a ladder. I thought you were looking for a letter, not a ladder. It's the letter, they sound the same. This is 40 and this is 08. Its polarity to a T is a G, so it's TG, so this would be 40 and this would be 14. 54 into the sun, 26 into the doghouse, the fourth world. And the reason for all of these, okay, is the moon shows up over here. This is where the free pass is. 11 times 5, the free pass and the key, 55 and 16. It is the gateway, 71. That is your gate. Because we first and we second, but we also stand on it. That is where the game blackjack comes in. The total of this is 54 and 45. The fox and the sun. What is all 5Ds? First of all, 5 is your eWorld pass. And the only time you can get an eWorld pass is when you have a D. Now I'm looking at this dice cube and I know it's 9 sides. But my question is the size of the shape that I can draw from here. Because in here, you see I have to come down to the center over here. So I can probably draw this. Because there's no interference. But when I come to drawing this, right, I would have to be drawing that. And the reason for that is because it's showing me interference. So it's telling me about individuality. In this one, I can do it that way. Well, actually, I can do it even smaller. I can do it this way. Okay? But I know there's a center inside of here. I know it. I know it. So I do it that way. But anyways, this is the first dimension. Hold on a second. I'm always learning, so I have to add this in. This would be the A, and then this would be the B. Because, look, Sorry, this would be the D, right? This would be DD, and this would be AH. DD is because there's 4 blocks and there's 4 in each blocks. This would be AD because there's 4 blocks and there's 1 of each block. I'm just trying to think if that sounds right, right? Or it can be AA, like 1 by 1. This can be like CC and this can be AA. 1 by 1 areas, right? No? Or this can be BB, right? This would be BB. I'm questioning myself. 2 times 2 areas, 3 times 3 areas. At the same time, this can probably be, I don't know. Anyways, I don't want to get into this complicated with what this is. There is an equation here. Why I did this the way I did it, I'm going to talk a little lower. I don't know how loud my voice is. This is basketball, and this can be football. This is 4 times, okay, 15 equals to 60, and this is 5 times 12 equals to 60. It is a 48-minute game, and it is 4 times 12. And the other one is a 60-minute game, and it's 4 times 15. And you're going to go to 12, 24, 36, 48. Whoop, I should have maybe kept that closer together for the equation. And over here, you're going to go 15, 30, 45, and 60. And we're just going to do all these equations in here to figure out other stories. 6 and 9, and this is in rotation. This is going to be the fox through the foxhole, which is 5 times 9 equaling to 45. There are 4 months of 30 days in the 1 year of the cycle, but the cycle goes 3 years and 1 year to the leap year. 75 is the moon. It is the DC moon. It is 3/4, which is another way to mark 7 and 5, in which 7 and 5 equals to 35 and 12, equaling to 47, and it is a matter time. Matter and time, but the whole thing is matter is 74. So would this be antimatter, and time is 47, and energy is 74, and Jesus is 74, which will create 28 and 11, which is 10 and 11, 21 blackjack, or 1 and 2, your creation of the 7th gate. Your student, the reason for that is because 7 come 11. These are the rules in the games we live with in the casinos all around the world. For time over time of the time I've spent on this planet, this is the way it goes. And matter will also have to do it MADDER because of the interchange, which becomes the division between day and night. 44. And at the same time, 33 would be the mass of the division. And the division of 16 hours and 8 hours would be the ring and the pole. This is where you go around the pole, okay, and you have 4 times you go around the pole. 4 times 4 is 16. And for the up and down, you go 2, 1 and 2 areas. So you have 2 areas and 4 areas. 4 times 4, 4 times 4, and 2 times 4. To create this, 4 times 4 and 4 plus 4 equals to 16 and 8. Okay, and it's 16 and 8 because it's 4 parts and it's 2 parts. 4 parts and 2 parts. 4, like I said, around. At the same time, the 7, 3, the 3, and the 4, 7. And when you go around, 5 and 6, 11, 1 and 2, 14. It's 14. So you have 1/3, and here you have 2/3. So here you have 13, and here you have 23. So 23 is around the ring, is the ring, and 13 is the gateway to the moon. 1 times 3, 1 plus 3 equals 3 and 4 DC. So this is your 9 times 5. That is your birth, and that's where the foxhole comes in. And then you get your 10. What is your 10? It is your A, B, C, D. When you add it, it's 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 equals to 10. And that's what I regard when we complete it with EF equals to 11, and then we constitute that gateway. And then we start all over again at A. But in actuality, we go downward. This is the way I see it. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this because the piano keeps going upward, right? But a piano goes upward up until the 23rd key. From right to left. But from left to right, okay, it is the 29th. It is the 28th key. And the 24th and the 29th, okay, is CC. Enter the C. So this 0, again, like I said, because it's the 4, but there's nothing in the center, we're going to represent that as 0 part over here inside the 4. So we're going to talk about the 4 areas, the 4 worlds, the DC world. So somebody was talking today, what is 7 times 7 times 7? It equals 343. It equals to the dividing gates. Why is it 3 and 4? Because you're looking at this on a primary level. It's Neanderthal. It's time hall. It's 2 worlds brought together. It's not 1 cube, it's 2 cubes. And in 343, it becomes 686. And in 686, like I explained on the other page, there's a couple of ways to do this. I'm going to do this the mini style because it can be expanded, and I have expanded it, where here is 5, here is 3, here is 5, here is 3, and here is 7. When I come to connect this, I will be connecting it by number 6 on this side and number 6. So at 3313 was the water. 3313, and the pile of paper that's all over here is stuff I have to go over. I had an amazing piece that I did somewhere in one of these books here, and I can't find it, and I loved it. So this answer, but the letters are C, D, C. And the letters over here are F, H, F. Now what happens inside of this, okay, is we have to take into account that the 4 is over here and the 4 is over here. By the way, if you want to spell the word, okay, go, actually go is 22 for life. And this is 11, okay, this is 11, AA. Or ace 11. And you want to do this here, this is 19, this is the AI spirit. So did we do all 3 equations? Equation 1, equation 2, equation 3, and the last equation with all 3 letters, 222 letters. We have to make equations, just like for those who want to really know what this is decan. Look it up. D-A-N-C-E, decan. Look this up. So now what we have is we have 4, which connects 3 and 5. Here is the 4, here is the 7, here is the 6. Okay, the total is 17. It is the gateway. It is Jesus. It is Zion, Israel, the house of DC. 10 and 24, the house of DC. 34, there's your house of DC. And this is 240, is 274. And I think that is October 1st, if I shouldn't forget. But it is the Venus world. If it was the Aleph world, it'd be 174. If it was both worlds, it would be 374. And if it'd be the mirrored worlds, it'd be 474. 28 and 11 equals to the angels in the outfield. This, by the way, is 11 coming to 7th gate. The number 3, the word white, the number 7, all conflict with this number, and it'll bring up number 41. 1 and 4, bringing both worlds together. Angel equals to 39, S representing AI, both worlds, A to H, and B to I, the bi world, because the moon is bi. They're bringing everything back now because it was split apart from the Mars moons. So now they have to, in order to open that gate, they have to show they've played by the rules. Okay, that's what I believe. They have to show, I'm going to just take 2 seconds over here. They have to show they've been playing by the rules. And the reason I say this, okay, is it's easy to go boom. I'm not sure if you see what's going on in the world right now, but it's so easy for them to just boom like that and just, you know, kettle everybody, like boom, like that. But it's not happening. Could have happened way quicker, way faster, pretty easy. There's a system in the blueprints of the refabrication or the mirror worlds in which some entity said, your angels aren't smart. Watch what I'm going to do to your angels. Nah, they're smart. Who wants to go? I want to go. We were all big shots. We said, yeah, I'm going to go. I'm going to go to that free world where we get to be the, one day maybe have a chance of being that king. And then we were all outsmarted. So let's get on with this piece over here. So what happens is this shaded area is 6. And this other shaded area, let me do the other area. I need more color, but anyways, as 6. So we now have the windows. You see how we have these windows broken up into 4? By connecting, we're creating windows. Here it's 3, 1, and here we have a window. So I created a window in the 4th house. By connecting the 3 and the 5, by connecting the 3, and I create a window in the 6th house. And I'm also going to create another window below, but I just want to leave it like this, right? And actually, let me just put it over here. So over here, I'm going to connect this last one over here. So this is number 2, okay? This is 2. This one over here is 4. And this one over here is 6, 4, 2. So the 2, 4, 6 are the connectors. You can say 3 connects 2 and 4. You could say 5 connects 4 and 6. As like 4 connects 3 and 5. As like 2 connects 1 and 3. So you know Venus is connecting 13. You see that the 1 and the 2 is the in-between rib. One of the 2 ribs. Do you follow what I'm saying with this? One of the 2 ribs. So here is where your 1 comes in, and then we skip over. Your 1 and 1 come together between M and N and M and Z. That's where your, did I do that right? No, didn't do that right. Between A and Z. A, Z come together as 1 and 1 and M and N. So if you're going to talk 5 and 6, 11, 5 and 6, 11, this is where they come in, and in gematria, take a look at it. 27, 30, 54, 22. So we have this equation here. It is your creation. 3 and 11 is your recreation. The reverse of this in pool is 3. and the creation of the 3 is the 11. So it seems like the stripe created the solid. In the stripe, you can see all 3 worlds, but in the solid, you only see a dot and everything that goes around it, right? Because once you have a stripe on a ball, once you have a stripe around the ball and you have the number over here, you have this side over here and this side over here, and everything's been divided right over here. So what happens is this is where 6 and 6 comes in. So you'll say to yourself, where's number 8? Well, number 8 is right here. Number 8 overlaps one part of the 7th gate in which it shows you 80 to where down here will show you 88. 80 goes into the 7th gate, but 88 is what connects 6 and 5 together to the 7th gate. 7, come 11. As the ribs in 1 and 2 is like the ribs in 5 and 6. 6 and 7, 13, 5 and 6, 11. When we come down over here on this side, this is the 8, this is 9, this is 10, this is 11. This one is 11. Let me see it. This is, hold on a second. This one is 11. And this one is number 13. 11 and 13, 24. So that would be K and M coming together, and they're joined with the L is what joins it. So we get KLM, and your average is going to be 3, 5. Just take this for note, that half a minute is 30 seconds. 1/4 of the clock is 15 minutes. So we have to remember these equations, because there's equations that match this, just like I did before between 13 and 23. I don't remember where that was, and I'd love to see it again, where 13 and 23, oh yes, right here, 1/3 and 2/3, where the 13 was the ring. And I just want to go back to where I think I did that in the last video. I just wanted to mention, boy, a lot of paper to rewrite. I just wanted to mention that, wow, come on. Yes, that the bar mitzvah, okay, is the age of 13. I'm a little bit tired, which is 169 moons. 13 by 13 equals 169. 13 plus 13 equals to 26. So we're in the game equals to 195. AE and I in the heart of the cube. AE and I. This is A, E, and I, where you go B and I and A and H. Now, if I had to put the E inside of both of them, here you would get C, D. Here you would get F, G, H, and then over C, D, F, G, H, and then over here you would get B, C, D, and you would get F, G. Did I do this right? Yeah, here you would get F, G, H. Then over here you would get B, C, D, and then you would get F, G. So there's a reversal here. Okay, you have 21 and 7, and here you got 9 and 11. These are the equation because of obligations. And one of the obligations that taught me this is I cannot be 1 and 6. 6 is the only hidden number. So it taught me that when you go to the extreme end, you have to reduce it. Then why in the piano do we go to the 7th gate? I mean, do we have G in the piano? Because G is the complete equation, just like I'm going to complete the equation right over here. So now if we're going to mirror this, we're going to have to go J. Do we go J to T, or do we go K over to U. I have to think about this. I have to think about this. And the reason for this is the extremity. I mean, this is the mirror. If I'm going to make a mirror, do I have to continue with this? And since this is 1 and 10, okay, I have a total of 10 here. Here I have a total of Jack, Queen, 10, 11, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S. You see, no. You see, this should be S over here. It should be AJ to JS. And then the first shift to the right is KU, and the first shift inside is KR. King, Roi. French and English. Jack of spades, the ace, the jack. I'm just thinking, anyways, let me just throw that out and stick back to this. This would be a total of 6, 8. So it'd also be 186, be 186, it'd be 286. Once you got 286, it's 7286, because that's the gateway in Venus to the red sun. 14 and 9 equals to 23. 90, 40, 126. 126 inside the moon. Anytime you have 1, 2, and 6 together, 1, 2, and 0 together, it's talking about something in the moon. Okay, if it's a 1, I think you have to, if it's just 2, 1, 0, 0, you're talking about what I think the 2 moons of Mars, and 216 or 2160 direct. If you go 216.0 or 2160 complete, this is because it was whole, okay, which is D. D is whole. It's A, B, C, D. That's what 10 is. The bar mitzvah is man. It happens at the age of 13. When you get the first part of it, when you get the first part of 13, it is 28 inside the cycle, and the cycle runs over here in the birth in Venus through Mars. Teen is 44 for area space, divided area space between day and night. So that's your bar mitzvah. So what it is 1 times 3 equals to 3. 1 plus 3 equals to 4, and 3 equals to that is your DC7. 7 times 7 times 7 equals 343. And if you add it, it equals to 21 or 364 days for 13 moons. And where else do I get this cycle? 28 times 13. You have to be at 13 years old, you become a man, and the numeric value for man is 28. And at the same time, 2 and 8 equals to 1, 1 and 3 equals to 4. Nana, inside the sun. Sana, Asun, A-S-U-N. Anyways, my leg is hurting. I have to get up or move. Maybe I'll come on live, I'm not sure. It was a so-so video. I'm not really sure what I skipped and missed. Showing, oh yes, there was one piece I did want to do. Let me get a drink, I'll be back. 27, 24 the gate, the cat's gate. E-I-E-I-O, 5959, 1 times 2, 1 plus 2, equals to 3 and 2, 5, creation. 23 and 24 are polarities for the reason of, whoop, I don't have my eraser. Okay, I'm very messy. 27, 03. I'm quite sure it's talking about the 4th house. But all zeros equal to 15, so this is 154 and 153. We can look at it as just 0 if you want. Now, when we bring numbers to numbers, which means 2 and 3 is 5, we now have 5 over 4 and 6 over 3. It says love. They're both 77, 2 sevens, 2 sevens and 2 sevens. 54 is through the sun, and this is matter and Christ. It is also creation of the student, 49 and 13. Sorry, 49 and 14 equals to 63. The numeric value for 11 is 63. 3 times 6, 3 plus 6 equals to 9 and 18. 1/3 and 2/3. The same thing as the 7 and the 14. The 7th gate on the ring. 7 and 14, the pull in the ring. 7 and 5 through the moon, through the birth in the sun. And this is Venus birth. Over here, it would be 1-8, 2-8, 3-8, 4-8 coming into the 420 world, which is Pluto. Because Pluto, 4 times 20 is 80. It's 420 and 4. 4 times 20 is 80, and 4 numeric value for Pluto is 84. Now, if you've seen my video on the cycles, 28 times 3 equals to 84, and your cycles in Pluto, the rotation and the cycles in Pluto. Now, it's on 3, so to complete the mirror, okay, you need one more 28, so that would be 112. That's your first completion of the mirror, your second completion of the mirror, your third completion of the mirror, and when you start your next completion of the mirror, a mirror, okay, A-M-I-R, the first 13 in the alphabet of 918, 1/3 and 2/3 to what is the ring and the pole, to what is the polarity of the 3 and 4, where the 3 inverts to 180 degrees over to the 4, where the 1, 2, 3 can reach together, but you cannot, and that would be 1 to 2 or 1 to 3, which would be 90 degrees, or stick it up like this, to where once you need to go from 3 to 4, it's 180 degrees in order to get there. 77 represents matter and energy. The 277th day of the year is October 4th, if I got that right. October 4th, which is 10-4 communication, 1-4, or the two worlds that come together in Na, 1 and 4, 14. 1-4-01, 01, 101, 1-4, if you want to look at it that way, or 110, 440. Take away the 8 is 432, because 8 is the complete heaven. So if you put in the 8, you're pushing up right against the walls. We did this, we did this, we did this. We went over, I didn't complete the word God. 3 and 4 always together in polarities. We did 6, 8, 6 because they're the two dice. Yes, we came down here because the polarity, okay, of your 8, 35, 8, is going to be 42 dividing gates. So your 8 is always going to be your polarity. So when you come down this way, okay, if you notice, every movement here was by 2. We went from 1 to 3 to 5 to 7, to 1, 3, 5, 7. So they're not in between. The in-betweens are the even numbers. So now when I'm moving downward, I'm going to move down by 2. Well, if I'm moving down by 2, I'm going to go right over here. And 7 will end up to be 9. And if that's true, this row over here, we have 5, 9, 5. So we're just going to go, if we have 5, 9, 5, then what we're going to do is I'm going to invert the dice. So I have 5 and 4, 9, right? And I have 3 and 2, 5. The 5, 9, 5. So where I have 6 and 3, you see I had to flip over the polarities. It was the 5 with the 4 to the polarity. You see, this is on the same side of the dice, the 6 and the 5. But the polarities, the polarity on the 3 and the 4 are inverted. So here I had to go 180 degrees. Here I only went 90 degrees. So we already know that we're going to have 41. We're going to have the Na world, the IR world, 18 and 9. See 4 and 1? See the 4 and 1, 5 in the same row, 6 and 3 and 4 and 5. So this row is love. So anyways, anytime you add an S, it's talking about AI. And I want to thank you for watching this video. It's an add-on to the last one. I know it was a long video. I'm really sorry. I'm not sure what I didn't cover. I'm a little bit out of order. I do it all by myself. I just throw everything together, and I'm hoping somebody can understand. And I'm hoping that I can get it into a better order so everybody can understand and partake and share. Before I go, when we turn the ball this way, right, we see one long area, but why did I do this? The obligation of the ball. That's all. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. Say good night. Say goodnight. You want to say goodnight? Oh, hold on a second. Say goodnight. Good night. Communication. Okay? The per. What does per mean? Like perfecta? Is that two numbers? Right? In the perfecta, it's two numbers. Tell me. What is dog? Where can we find dog? The dog racing, right? Is it dog racing? What are they chasing a rabbit? So the dogs are chasing a rabbit, but we don't have cat races. We just have what people say. The cat meows, M for meow, and B for bark. Bark and meow. So in the arc of the dog and in the purr of the cat. Hey? Hey, you're inside of us? Is that why we like you so much? Because you're inside of us? You know exactly how to act because you're inside of us. We know you. We know you. And cat, the reverse of cat. Actually, C-A-T, cat, 3, 1, and 2. Where's the cat? Where's the cat? Ooh, tickle, 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 tickle. Say goodbye. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching.